So, I want to make this video make perfect sense to everybody. And this is what I've come to learn about life and people. Like when it comes to people, they can only do what they can do as to who they are and what their identity is, regardless of anything. Like people can only do what they do for who they are. And what I've come to notice about life and people is that most people, bro, like they genuinely do not care about you the way you probably deserve to be cared about, and it's because who they are as a person. It has nothing to do with you, and more so of who they aren't as a person. Like, to be real, like most people can't even take care of themselves. How could they take care of you in any way? And I don't mean take care of you as like a baby. I mean like if you have friends, if you have family, if you have certain things in your life, a relationship partner, you should have people that know how to take care of you in the ways you deserve to be taken care of to a degree. Like, there should be that respect there. You deserve to be treated in a way as such, and you know what? If you don't have those people, you're better off not having them at all, because you're going to be the one serving these individuals while they cannot serve you in literally any way, shape, or form. Most people don't even have the capabilities to care about you at all, for the simple fact that they can't even care about themselves. They can't even get themselves in line, let alone them doing good things for you, as you can easily do for them. If you can hold it down yourself, you can also do good unto others. But most people can't even hold it down themselves. So how are they going to do anything for you? How are they going to care about you? How is the relationship, the friendship, the brotherhoodship, the family membership, how is any of these things going to be real if they can't hold up their end of the bargain? This is what I've come to realize about life. I am the most useful person that I know on a genuine level. I don't know a soul that exists that is as useful as I am, that I have in my life. I just don't. And if that's not the truth, then where the are you at? 'Cause I'm right here. It's really that simple. I can do so much for others because I can do so much for myself, because I put in that kind of work. And I had to walk away from so many people because they don't have capabilities, like at all. The only thing they want to do is get a check. And what can they spend their check on? What can they do for fun to sabotage their lives from the little bit that they've earned? They can't build a life. They can't build themselves. So they do the most stupidest shit known to man. They're not a use of you at all. They don't even care about you. The only thing, and what I've come to realize about in life, is that these individuals only ever pretended to care about you so you could do things for them. And it's not because you're not likable. It's not because you don't have something in you that deserves to be cared about. It's because they're not capable of it. And most people today, I would argue, even like the prettier girls running around or some of your so-called friends, like, bro, these individuals are just so far behind. They can't afford to do anything for you in any way, shape, or form because they're so far behind. But when you're an individual that puts in the work, you can afford to do things for others, not just financially, spiritually. You can help people in a lot of different ways. You have a lot to offer. As for them, they can't offer you a glass of damn water, and that's free. That's how toxic and negative and just so far behind most people are today. Like, you have it all. You can do it all for whoever. But the thing is, do they deserve it? Do these individuals actually deserve that? Probably not. So should you do it and get used? Probably not. Should you just hold up every end of the bargain while everybody else just mooches off of you in some way, shape, or form? Probably not. The reason why so many people come to me is because I have value. Because of the work I've done, because of the brain I have. I guess I'm just God gifted in that way where I can get things together. Everyone else to me is so damn stupid. And not every single person, but you guys know what I mean. So many individuals out there, bro. Just dummies. Like, what are you doing? You're gonna get left behind. You're gonna get left behind. I'm not tolerating your bullshit. I'm not putting up with you. I'm not just giving so much of myself away just for nothing to even happen. Like, bro, I don't waste time on the wrong females. I don't waste time with the wrong friends. I don't waste time when it comes to anything because I just feel if I do, other people are benefiting so much more off of me than I am. And this is the story of my life. This is how it went. And it's because I was always the person who could give more in like every situation. So many people come, so many people get lost. They're only there to take something. Cause you're daddy, you know, you can hold it up. Cause you put in the work. I was always that friend in the past, holding people on my back. And this is why I'm so selective over the people I talk with today. Like, so selective. Very selective. And when people start to mess around, when people start to not show up, when people start to do things that I don't like, I'm going to cut you off until you want to come back and make a difference into my life and do something meaningful or positive. Because it's not me to fix. I'm not the one that got to fix what you've done yourself. It's just ridiculous, man. Like, this is what I've come to learn about life. Like, people really don't care about you in that way. And it's not because, like I said, you're not careable, if that's even a word. They can't even care about themselves, bro. They can't even keep shit up themselves. They're behind. Like, they're very far behind. You're very far ahead. You deserve to be around people who's very far ahead, who have value, who can actually give a damn about you and mean it in a genuine way. And these individuals would probably care about you if they could. They're just failing in life, like, hard in so many ways. And that's why I've said a million times on my channel, I'm just so disappointed in people Like I'm like that teacher in school who's just looking at that student 100-mile stare to the desk that they failed, and I'm just so disappointed. You have failed. Like that's what it's like, bro. But yeah, that's most people in the world today, bro. That's most people in the world. Most people don't have it going. And they don't want to get it going. They don't want to work towards things. They don't want to, they're just so solely focused on like having fun one day at a time. Like they can't do the delayed gratification type lifestyle, which that's the best lifestyle to live, is the delayed gratification. Because what you do today is going to add up. If you do the right things, what you do today is going to add up later on. That's the type of person you have to be. And if you can't be that type of person, like you're going to be the mooch. You're going to show up just to take things. You're going to show up. You're going to pretend to care just to get what you want. So many people all the time try to get things from me. You're trying to get things from me. You're trying to get things from me. But you can't hold up your part. That's because I have stuff of value when it comes to whatever you want to think. Lots. Like I got lots to give. But am I going to give it? From someone who does not give a singular shit about me. Am I going to give it? For to just invest so much of myself to just pour into you, all for just nothing. Like, I've done it far too many times in life. I've done it far too many times, and those days are over. And when I sense that kind of stuff happening even a little bit, I'm done. If you want value, you have to give value. That's what you have to do. Most people can't even do that. And most people, if you don't let them use you, they get mad. They act like what you're doing for them is not significant. Because they don't want to do anything, bro. Like they literally don't want to give you any value in return. They just expect. And that's what happens when you give so much good to certain people. They will take your value and they will run with it. They're doing it to everybody, not just you. They do it to everybody, and these are people you have to avoid at all cost, because it's going to cost you and it's going to piss you off. I've even had people steal from me, steal financial shit, steal parts of my soul, steal my love, take it and run away with it. Like so many things in the past. And it's like, I've gotten better over time, a lot better with this stuff, but it's pretty much what happens today is I know what people are doing and I don't let it happen. And if things happen, it's the littlest stuff and it's done. Like nothing severe happens now, but those are the kind of people that's out there today because they don't want to work on themselves. They just want to have a good time. They don't want to bring value to the table. They don't want to become a valuable person. Which if you want to be a good husband, if you want to be a good wife, if you want to be a good friend, a brother, if you want a brotherhood, you don't even want to build yourself up and to be a strong brother yourself. Those be the worst people, bro. It's like they want so much from you when they're not strong themselves. They can't hold it down themselves, but they want to join you. It's like, what? You're going to be coming here. You're going to be getting so much value. And you're just like, you're nothing. You have to be able to hold it up yourself. You have to. Like, know where you belong, and if you want to belong somewhere else, you have to put in the work. You would be surprised at how lucky you get if you put in the work. My life has drastically changed, and it's going to continue to change because I continue to change. This is what happens with me. This is what's going to happen for you. It's what happens to everybody. If you listen to Ed Milet, I heard this in a recent video last night actually. he said things like, I didn't always have the best genetics. I didn't always have the best resources. I didn't always have the best people around me. What made the difference in those things changing from having none of those things to having those things is his work ethic. So you need a work ethic. You need to bring things to the table. You need to be a person of value. Everybody out there today, bro, they're looking for the easy way. They're not looking to put in the work. They're looking for the easy way. For people who's already successful, people want to join them all of a sudden. But they weren't there when you were on rock bottom. You know why? Because they didn't know for sure what you were going to do. But now that you become successful, people want to show up. Just to take shit. Just to take what you worked hard for. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to put in that work. They don't want to sacrifice nothing. They just want to take something from you. Because you work towards things. You have created value. It'd be the same thing with these modern women, bruh. They want to take your time and give nothing in return. They want your attention. They don't want to give you nothing in return. And they don't see that as a bad thing, but it is a waste of your time as a man. You don't just give your attention to just anybody. Your attention is valuable. It should be sacred. Just like what's between a woman's legs is sacred because it is. Your time, your attention as a man is also sacred. You can't be just giving it to anybody. You give to people who you want to give it to, when you want to give it to them. That's what you do. But people just expect, I want what I want. I want to get what I want without giving anything. You have to give in order to receive. And most people in the world today don't want to do that. But you must do that. You think I just expect dozens of attractive, pretty women to walk on my house for them to just open their legs? No, I don't. And if that's going to happen, I'm obviously going to give something up. Which is my time and attention and resources and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And this is just an example, but that's how it works. You don't just get shit. You don't just get shit. But everybody today has become so selfish. They just want to get. And it's leaving everybody pissed off. Because there's the stealers, there's the takers, and then there's the givers. So the givers are getting used. Because we have created stuff with our time. We have become something. You get it? We have become something. We have shit. The takers, they spend their time take. All to go through those years, and now they have no value at all. They have zero value. And it's going to catch up to them. Because eventually they get figured out. Eventually they get left stone cold. And now they're going through this crisis, these crazy times. And we ride off into the sunset with the people that we belong with. So, I'll guarantee this video resonates with most people. Either for the good or the bad, but this is real shit. Do not allow yourself to get used. Don't allow yourself to be put in those situations where people's just going to take from you. It's not because you're not lovable. It's not because you're not a good person. It's not because you're just whatever. It's because they have nothing to give in the first place. They can't give to themselves. How are they going to give to you? All they do is take. And people in society today are used to doing that. That's why there's so many games being played. All this shit's going on. Because people don't want to put in the work. They don't. Girls expect you to just talk to them. Fill them up with validation. Do all these things. Make them feel important. Make them feel special. To give you nothing in return. You know how it used to be? A man would give his time, attention, resources, everything to a woman, and in return, she would give him S3X. And they would make something of it, obviously. But that's how it used to be. And today, we have people just taking. And so many people are getting hurt because these women just want to take from guys and use them and throw them to the side. And then you get guys turning cold-hearted and they're trying to bang these girls. And it's like they succeed and they throw them to the side. And people are just getting hurt because people don't want to bring value to the table. And those are things you want to stay away from. You want to stay away from that mess. You want to stay away from that world. And just keep creating value, and you will end up with people who's creating value themselves. That's how it has to be. There's no other way. This is literally what's going on in the world today. So, those people will all become losers who never amounted to anything. You will become something important. You will become somebody because you have created value in yourself. So, they don't care about you. They only care about how you make them feel. And that might trick you sometimes into thinking they care about you because you're making them feel real good. They might give you these signs that they care, but as soon as you stop, as soon as you're not handing out all these favors and all this great energy, they stop. Because they think they just deserve all this stuff from you. When if you just step back and be like, what is going on for me here? Nothing. Are you surprised? There's nothing going on for you. There never ever was. They just loved what you could do for them. That's all they loved. And you know what you have to do? Love getting used to this. Love knowing the truth. And love steering away from these individuals and making them regret their entire existence. We out.